you love zombies.
I love zombies.
I am a huge zombie movie fan, from George Romero's Night of the Living Dead to all the zombie verse, to the Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead comics and the TV series back in the day. I'm just a fan of all things zombies. Well, Marvel Zombies comes to Disney Plus. All the episodes have dropped. It is based on the comic book series that I will admit I have not read the comic book series. But I have seen all the episodes of this show. We will be as light on spoilers as possible, but there will be some minor spoilers here, mainly on the level of, and I'll say it right up front, a lot of characters die, like a lot. We may mention a few, not all of them, but a few. But let's get into it. Marvel of late has not fallen on hard times, dwindling box office. Just interest in Marvel media waning with the movies and series. But let me just say up front, I believe this is the best Marvel, might be among the best. Werewolf at Night, I like that. I like, there's
the Christmas special.
The Christmas special, Guardians. This is among the best things on Disney Plus of Marvel content. Let me explain. It's in the Marvel spirit. It's fun. It is, it doesn't disappoint on the gore. This is not for kids. I would say probably 14 and up. Single digit age kids are going to see some of their favorite characters killed by zombies and creatures in ungodly ways. They don't spare the gore. It is hardcore on the gore. And that's great. For Halloween,
69.
I mean, this really lives up.
Can I speak to that?
Yes, speak to that.
Yeah,
I'm building to a point. I'm building to a point. Go ahead.
Okay, but I let me just speak to that. Having watched Marvel Zombies, it is written by Zeb Wells, who is a comic book writer, and the best thing Marvel did here is they put a comic book writer in charge of the series.
Yes.
And I will say that, and I'll say briefly, there is a spirit of comic books in here. But here's the thing. Let me set up the stage here. Okay, so here comes Zeb Wells. He walks into the Disney Plus offices and says, "Hey," they say to him, "Hey, do you want to write the Marvel Zombie series?" And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a fantastic opportunity to do my own series for Disney Plus and to represent Marvel." And so he says yes. And they say, "Great, because we want to bring Marvel comic book writer spirit to this series. By the way, here are the list of superheroes you get to work with." and on that list is Shang-Chi, Ms. Marvel, Katie, Ironheart, and Kate Bishop. And then he's like, "Oh,
did you mention Riri?"
Yeah, Riri.
Ironheart.
And so it's like, look, the best thing I can say about this is there's a comic book spirit behind it. The worst thing I'd say about it is you don't care about the characters who star in this movie.
That's exactly the problem. It is really well written, and in the spirit of the comic, things move along quickly. It becomes it's first a road movie, trying to just survive the zombies. Then they come up with a goal. They meet up with other groups that meet up.
Yeah, very Walking Dead along the way.
Walking Dead-like. There's an action sequence on the water with a zombie Namor. That's a lot of, like, the action sequences remind me of Marvel fun. I mean, there's really
comic book fun,
comic book fun, Marvel fun, but the character that should have been center stage is Spider-Man. This should have been a Spider-Man story. As it is, it's Kamala Khan Ms. Marvel is
And
at
the
center.
Thunderbolts. And the
And the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Oh my God. Now there are some interesting cameos. Like I thought it was Doctor Strange. It's Scott Lang has a disembodied head in glass, and he flies around on the cloak of Doctor Strange. Make of that what you will. The other thing is, some of the characters are really well done. Let me give you a Spider-Man in this.
They're okay done.
Okay. Blade is great. And by the way, the illustration, it's weird. Some of the characters are drawn to look like their movie counterparts. Some look like it. And Blade, like when you see Blade, it looks like Mahershala Ali. They were, who knows, maybe the Blade movie would have been out before this was released.
Yeah.
But
it's not his voice.
It's not his voice. They hired a different actor, but his look, he looks like Mahershala Ali. Am I wrong, Alan? A little.
Yeah, I mean, it's close.
I mean, Scott Lang is voiced by Paul Rudd, but doesn't look like Paul Rudd. It's very weird. So some of the characters look like their movie counterparts, and some do not. But the cast is mostly. I mean, Florence Pugh does Elena. Iman Vellani does Ms. Marvel. Dominique Thorne does Ironheart. Haley Steinfeld does Kate Bishop. Elizabeth Olsen plays Scarlet Witch. Aquafina is Katie. Randall Park plays Jimmy Woo, a minor character in both WandaVision and which
it was and WandaVision and then the Ant-Man series.
Yes, Simu Liu is Shang-Chi. Wyatt Russell, U.S. agent. David Harbour, of course, is in it. Paul Rudd as Scott Lang. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. I mean, they got like these, but here's the thing. These are mostly Phase 4 characters. And
they're
look,
all Phase 4 characters.
Shang-Chi and Katie are big part. They enter the show in episode 2 and then kind of, I mean, it ends up being an ensemble thing in a way. Mm-hmm. Like it's a hodgepodge of your C-list Avengers characters, but I can't deny that it's well written, very comic booky, very fun. Lots of characters die in gruesome, fun ways. We do get zombie versions of things like Thor. There's a really, I like the sequence with Valkyrie in New Asgard. I'm not gonna talk about the ending. Obviously, no spoilers, but I like the way it ended. It was unexpected. Mm-hmm. So,
but it ended like a what if issue.
It's a really good what if. I don't care about the main people they chose to focus on. Although in the end, we get to see Spider-Man have fun. Let's say he should have been the focus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let me talk about that because,
please.
When I've read Marvel, the big storylines, Secret Wars, Civil War, all these big Marvel events, the center focus of every single event was Spider-Man. Spider-Man was kind of the linchpin to how these events ended. Yes. Spider-Man is and will always be the face of Marvel Comics, and as well as he should be. But not here. It's Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel is the face of Marvel Comics now.
Look, and I'm not saying that Ms. Marvel couldn't have been a part of this adventure, a part of this story. And I will say, I do like that it's 4 episodes, about 2 hours total. Mm-hmm. I binged all of them. It's I like that they dropped all the episodes at once. Just watch it all together.
Yeah. I do like the animation as well.
I like the animation. Some people will complain. You know what? I enjoyed it. Think of this as the Marvel Halloween special. And I'll say this is among the best of the Disney Plus Marvel things they've made. It's up there.
Which isn't saying much.
Well, yeah, exactly, because I've really disliked almost all of it. Frankly.
I mean, when you compare it to Werewolf by Night and to the Guardians Christmas special, this is light years away from it in third place.
Right, but it's
not even close to those.
But so many of the series, the live action series, have just been, well, terrible. I mean, just god awful. This was, I mean, the fact that they got most of the people doing the voices, with the exception of Blade and a few others.
Yeah. How hard was it for them to get Simu Liu and Awkwafina to be in this?
I don't think it was that hard.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll say this about Shang-Chi and Katie. Shang-Chi as a character and Katie as a character, they're better in Marvel Zombies than they are in the Shang-Chi movie. They're actually better. They're more likable. They're better written. It's just weird. So it's a weird thing to, look at this and go, well, the story is well written, the action sequences clever, the where the story went, it moves fast.
Yeah.
I will say this, the pacing of it, it's like reading a comic. It's half-hour episodes. You can binge it in 2 hours, the whole thing. And it's at the end, it's fun, like reading a fun comic. So I don't even know what to rate it. It's just no going in. It's better than expected and disappoints because of the fact that they're focusing it on the characters they're trying to build up from phase 4.
Right. But the problem is there's nothing in it that says you have to see this.
Yes.
If it was Robert Downey Jr., if it was the original Avengers,
oh my God.
Yeah, that would, you have to see it. But we're talking about the B tier phase 4 through 6 superheroes, and you just don't care. Ms. Marvel. I mean, it's the movie Ms. Marvel powers, not the comic book Ms. Marvel powers.
Yes, it's the powers for Ms. Marvel are weird.
Well, the powers for Ms. Marvel are
really
basically
weird.
No, it's Sue Storm's powers without the invisibility.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. She has like projectile powers or something.
Yeah, or she can create force bubbles, which she does throughout the entire thing. But like I said, the fact that, again, Spider-Man has always been the center of the Marvel universe. The fact that they're making Ms. Marvel the center of the Marvel universe is just kind of like the biggest reason is why. Why is she chosen of all the heroes to be the center? Because exactly why Spider-Man is the center of the Marvel universe. Because he's the
most really popular character. Yeah. He's the most popular.
And he was there from the beginning.
And also, she's the main protagonist. Yeah. Sure, it becomes an ensemble by episode 2, but she is the main character. So I would recommend it for this reason. It reminded me of when I liked Marvel. The problem is, what are you saying? Now, when I say that, it's like a recommend because of the reasons why I liked it. But again, you're stuck
saying, okay, what you're saying is this is the best of phase 4 through 6.
It actually is. What's funny is this is the best of phase 4 through 6.
Yeah, but and so therefore you must see it. But and that's why I can't recommend it. It's the best attempt to do something right, but because you're beholden to the phase 4 through 6 characters, it fails.
Right, but what I'm saying is it's the best of phase 4. I give it a 6 out of 10, and I give it a bare recommend. And you know what? You may have fun, but Alan, what you're saying is.
No, because these are not the characters I want to see and have fun with.
Yes, that's right. I can imagine almost the same script, nearly the same. You'd have to rewrite a bunch of little, but almost the same script, but with characters I care about more.
Well, how about going to my argument? The main character should have been Spider-Man.
Yes,
and you would have had a much better series. Because Spider-Man is a much more developed character, and the masses who are the audience of this know Spider-Man a lot more than they do Ms. Marvel.
Well, the sad thing is, I mean, look, I binged it because we promised to talk about all the episodes. There are people that probably won't get past episode 1.
Mhm.
And I think there are people looking, this is a cartoon. They think this might be safe for kids. I'm telling you, not under a certain age. It's gory. I mean, gruesome, especially at the end. I mean, there are some really gory deaths that I mean, honestly, I laughed out loud at some of the deaths. They were really funny.
Right, but
I like seeing certain people die was kind of funny.
Yeah, and honestly, the Marvel Zombies comics were that way as well. You know, it wasn't just the fact that your heroes were becoming zombies, but the way they became zombies. You know, that's the fun of it. It's kind of connected to it, but like Age of Ultron, you know, the way those heroes died were just as spectacular as well. The way they killed Captain America in Age of Ultron was amazing. I still think about it today.
Well, so Alan, you're saying, I don't know if you want to give a number rating.
I'll give it a 5. Look, again, I appreciate the fact that it feels like a comic book movie, and more so than anything I've seen Disney Marvel do. But again, I don't care about these characters. The powers of these characters are subpar. You know, it's like I don't think anyone really had powers except Ms. Marvel. Everyone else was just overpowered human beings. So, well,
Spider-Man does come in at some point, but because he's like a side character, a huge mistake on their part.
Mm-hmm.